It's really too bad we can't read minds like Professor Charles Xavier, Jean Grey, and Edward Cullen. We always have the urge to get inside the minds of the people around us, especially our crushes. Having a crush on someone can be at the same time exhilarating and nerve-wracking. The mere sight of them triggers butterflies in your stomach, and you find yourself unable to contain the warmth that slowly creeps up your cheeks. The scary part is trying to figure out whether your crush feels the same way. Of course, you can just ask him or her directly, but being straightforward may scare your crush off. Normally, you would want to find out if the feelings are mutual before taking any action. However, people in today's world tend to keep their guards up and hide their feelings deep down. To help you better determine your chance of success, we have compiled a list of subtle signs that your crush may also like you back. Number 1, they keep looking at you. One of the most significant indications that someone is interested in you is when they frequently look at you. Eyes are not just organs for sight, but are also channels for human connection. They have the power to transmit thoughts, desires, and emotions. That's why it's crucial to read other people's eye movements and expressions to decipher what they are feeling or thinking. After all, the eyes are the windows to the soul. Looking at someone isn't always a conscious act. Oftentimes, we are not aware of where we direct our eyes. It's human nature that we look at the things that are on our minds. For example, when you're hungry, you may find yourself looking at display cabinets in a cafe without being aware of it. The same principle applies to our thoughts of romance. If someone is important to us, we would want to constantly keep him or her in our mind and subconsciously in our sight. It is also our instinct that asks us to find out any rivals in love that would threaten our romantic pursuits. Number 2, they always ask you personal questions. If they are eager to initiate a conversation with you, it can be a strong indicator that they are also secretly in love with you. Rather than discussing mundane topics such as weather, school, or work, they show a genuine interest in your personal life. The intention here isn't to pry and make you feel uneasy. Asking personal questions serves practical purposes. Finding out if you're currently in a relationship, gathering information about what kind of boys or girls attract you, trying to see if there are common grounds that can be utilized for furthering their relationship with you, etc. Usually, they show a remarkable level of attentiveness and try to be good listeners, as though they're deeply engrossed in every word you say. They even absorb seemingly insignificant information, such as your weekend routines or your go-to coffee shop. If your crush remembers your personal details and brings them up in your next conversation, you will probably be impressed and know that you have a special place in the heart of your crush. Number 3, they tell you personal things about themselves. If they disclose their own personal details or even stories, it means they feel comfortable with sharing their privacy with you and invite you to step into their lives. This is especially true if they tell you things that they say they usually don't tell others, like serious problems at home or tragic events. When someone trusts you enough to share their deepest secrets, it's a good sign that they're attracted to you. If your crush starts a conversation with you about an unhappy incident in life, he or she probably expects you to show your care and give words of comfort. It is a subtle way to check if you also have affection for them. Number 4, they interact with you on social media. As a virtual form of communication, social media allows us to interact with each other in a way that is more subtle. When we can't hear the tone or see the facial expression, we tend to be more open to socializing, especially with those we are secretly in love with. A like on your photos or a casual reply to your posts may well be normal interaction between hi-bye friends. But if such activities take place on a regular basis, it probably means your crush is actively following what happens in your life without being too nosy. There is a tip-off that suggests your crush is really interested in you. He or she reacts to your posts or photos that you shared at least a week ago. Those old social media statuses normally do not show up on activity feeds anymore. Your crush would need to manually check your social media profile to find them, signaling that he or she has been doing some serious scrolling. What's even more of a sign is when your crush begins to converse with you via online messengers. The key here is to look at 4 things: frequency, response time, length, and tone. If they talk to you very often, respond to your messages very quickly, and write a lot of words which praise or encourage you, the chance that the feelings are mutual is probably quite high. Number 5, your mutual friends act awkward when your crush is around. Most likely, you're the last to find out that your crush is into you. It's pretty natural for people to tell their friends that they have found their Prince Charming or Cinderella, letting them take part in the romantic adventure. Friends can help find out if there are any rivals in love to be aware of, or give advice about how to develop a relationship. Of course, they will keep that from you and strive to act normal when you are around. But oftentimes, trying too hard to behave naturally makes the vibe weird. If you're attentive, you can always pick up hints that something is off. They may be unusually quiet, so your crush can have more opportunities to talk with you, or make excuses to leave so as to create a space where you two can talk alone. They might invent an occasion where you two can sit next to each other. Sometimes they intend to be obvious to give you a signal. Basically, they're in on something you're not. Your crush has developed an emotional attachment to you. One indicator alone may not be convincing enough, but if you recall the ways your crush behaves and can check all the boxes, I would suggest you be more bold and courageous in the pursuit of love and look for an opportunity to tell your crush how you feel. Life is short and love is precious. Be brave and pursue the one you love with all your heart. Don't make yourself regret not trying. I hope you succeed. If you like this video, consider subscribing to Donut Witchcraft. We can't wait to produce more videos for you. See you soon!